Hello everyone and welcome back to another crafty decor adventure. In today's video, I am so excited to share with you guys 10 DIY Dollar Tree decor crafts. This is episode 3 in my huge I Love Christmas series. I love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous, and I truly believe that y'all don't have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. Now listen, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe and punch the bell. Click all. It will update you every single time I post a new video, and pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page. Listen, I'm doing a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway announcing it soon, so you guys don't want to miss out on that. Now listen, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns. Get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting.
So now I'm just going to take my little Santa. This is just a little planter type pail that I found at Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to take 2 of those Dollar Tree Christmas trees. This is a secret little way that I love to make the Dollar Tree Christmas trees appear just a little bit fuller. Just take them, pop them in some styrofoam, whatever container you love, and then take them and kind of wind them around each other, and that gives the appearance that they're just a little bit bigger. And I did have to reposition this as well, and I did hot glue the styrofoam to the base of the little Santa pail. So I'm really loving this so far, and this is a super fun little idea for a kid's room, or just maybe a smaller space, a kitchen counter, or your office, or whatever floats your boat. So now I did go ahead and use some of that Dollar Tree candy stripe mesh, and I'm just cutting 16-inch pieces. What I want to do is create some little poofs to kind of tie into this tree to really doll it up and kick it up a notch. These would also be really fun to make if you guys are doing craft fairs or for a little teacher gift. They would be great for a little classroom. So just take and roll your mesh bundles into just little curls. So you just take and you curl them up. It's super easy. And then you take a pipe cleaner and you're just going to pipe cleaner them right onto your Christmas tree. And don't be afraid of that deco mesh, you guys. I promise it's super forgiving. You can't go wrong with this, especially when you just do the rolls. You guys can see I'm just taking it and rolling it into a little curl and then pinching it between my fingers, add a little pipe cleaner, and voila, you have a ton of fun little dazzling poofs. Okay, so for this Christmas tree, I wanted to let you guys know that I did use 2 rolls of the Dollar Tree white with little red candy stripe mesh. But again, you guys, use whatever colors you have and whatever planters you're going for. So maybe you already have a little planter at home that you could paint to match whatever Christmas decor you're using. Try to use what you already have on hand. I definitely always encourage that. So I just went ahead and created a bunch of those little poofs, and then I'm tying them into this adorable little tree with the pipe cleaners. So now I'm going to go ahead and create a quick little Olivia bow. You're just going to take and you're going to loop the ribbon over on itself, and I looped it over on itself twice, as you guys can see, and then I'm just going to pinch it in the center, and I'm going to go ahead and take another pipe cleaner and just wire that together in the center and then tie it right onto my Christmas tree. And you guys have fun with this. Again, use whatever colors that you love and that you have, and then once you get your little Olivia bow ready, and you guys can notice that I didn't notch it. I'm trying to repurpose and reuse some of my ribbon this year, so I may not be notching all of it, but if you notch it in the center like I've shown you guys before, it does help you poof it out a little bit better. So anyway, I did go ahead and just poof this out by pulling out each loop, and then I used a little bit of that extra tail to kind of create a loop at the top. And here it is. Oh my goodness, so sparkling, so adorable. I did take some of that Dollar Tree candy cane ribbon and kind of cascade it down the fronts and sides of the tree just to give it that little extra pizzazz that you guys know that I absolutely love. I think this is so fun and adorable, and just a great way to add some pops of color to your holiday decor. And of course, you guys know Santa Claus loves those chocolate chip cookies, so definitely don't forget to set out some milk and cookies or hot cocoa for Santa on Christmas Eve. for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to create a super adorable little peppermint ornament. So I'm just taking a red and white pipe cleaner and I added some hot glue to the end. And then I'm just going to take and I'm going to begin to wind it into a little circle to kind of make it look like a peppermint. Now this doesn't have to be perfect, so I wound it a couple of times and then I added some hot glue. Be careful if you're doing this, if you're sensitive to getting burns easily. I am using a low temp glue gun, so that really does help me because I can be kind of messy with my glue, but it is a little bit tedious to hot glue in these little super small spots. So I did just go ahead and loop it around several times until I got the right size, and I did trim off the excess because I didn't want it to be too oversized for this smaller tree. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some Dollar Tree. These are the little straws. You find them in the food storage aisle. That's where my store has them. And then I'm just hot gluing this to the top of this. And then I want to trim it off. What I want to create is a cute little lollipop ornament. I think this looks super adorable, but you guys know I have to go a little extra and add a cute little candy cane ribbon. Again, the sky is the limit, you guys. Whatever colors you love, use that color pipe cleaner and create whatever kind of colors. I think these would be absolutely adorable to do in pinks, whites, blues, purples. I definitely may even be creating more as the season goes along and I share with you guys different styles and colors of decor for Christmas. So here they are popped onto the super adorable little Christmas tree. These are oh so fun and very, very budget friendly, and I really feel like it gives it kind of that custom boutique finished look. I feel like this looks really high end and actually not something that you would see coming from the Dollar Tree. Comment, let me know what you guys think. And do you guys do a candy cane theme? This is the first year I've ever done anything candy cane themed, but I thought it'd be so super adorable for my kitchen. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take again some of those little party straws, and this was one straw that I cut into 3 pieces, and then I have some of those little Dollar Tree pom-poms, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hot glue the pom-pom to the top of the little straw. I'm going to create another little candy piece, but this time it's going to be kind of more of like a sucker. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Whoville from Dr. Seuss, like a little bit of a Dr. Seuss type ornament. So anyway, again, you guys think you can use whatever colors that you have. And then of course I am going to go ahead and create a bow. So when I tie a bow for these little smaller ornaments, I just tie it kind of like I would be tying a shoelace. So I just take it and loop it over and pull it through, and then I want to make it really small. And that can be a little bit tricky. So if you find little pre-made bows already done, that can be really fun if you're doing craft fairs, because bow tying can be a little bit time consuming. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and hot glue that bow underneath our little sucker piece, and this is going to create some really fun, very inexpensive ornaments for your little candy cane Christmas tree. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to repurpose and reuse that little mesh tube. So I'm going to take and I'm going to hot glue this ribbon to it. This is that candy striped ribbon that I found at Hobby Lobby, but Dollar Tree does carry a smaller candy striped ribbon that you guys saw me use to make bows on those ornaments. So I'm just going to go ahead and twist it and hot glue it. I want to create like an oversized little candy piece to set underneath my tree. I thought that would be super adorable and just super fun to kind of tie in. I will probably end up making some of these also for my larger tree in my living room if I go with the candy stripe, or maybe out in my little Christmas studio. Now I'm poking the excess ribbon into the end of each side of the little mesh tube roll. And these would also be great. I showed you guys in the last DIY video how to make these using toilet paper rolls and Dollar Tree baby blankets. So now I'm just taking some of those tiny little pom-poms and I'm adding those to the center of the bow just to kind of finish it off again, and going with that kind of Whoville look. And again, you guys could also use bling. Would be really cute to use on the end of this, like some little bling jewels just to jazz it up just a bit. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take 2 of the Dollar Tree candy canes, and these come in a package, I believe, of 6 or 10, and I'm just going to hot glue this little piece of white evergreen to the front of it. This is a great way to repurpose and reuse some evergreen that maybe has fallen off of a project, or if you just have extra. And then I did have an extra ribbon piece, so I'm just going to use it to tie this candy cane together to give it a little bit of added security. I just tied it in a knot. And then I'm taking those cute little Dollar Tree wooden sticker DIY pieces, and I used the little sparkling stocking. I thought that was super cute. Again, you guys could get super creative with this. How adorable is this with the little oversized candy piece and the little candy cane to set next to your hot cocoa mug that you're going to set out for Santa. And I have had a lot of you guys ask me about the I Love Cocoa mugs. They were actually from the Goodwill, so I didn't buy those retail, but if I find some, I will try to link some in my Amazon store. So here it is in all of its glory, oh so ready for Santa. I love Santa, please stop here, and I love Cocoa, oh my goodness, and how cute is this adorable Christmas tree. Now, as always, I ask that you guys comment and let me know, what is your favorite DIY? Will you be doing these with your kiddos or your grandkids? I'd love to hear your feedback on what's going on. And also don't forget to catch up on my I Love Christmas series. I'll link the playlist down below. Also my I Love Fall playlist. I had over 100 Dollar Tree DIYs to share with you guys. So I love you guys. I thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you're having a blast with this video. For the first Dollar Tree candy cane wreath craft, we're going to use a candy cane wire wreath form from the Dollar Tree, and also some candy cane ribbon that I found at Hobby Lobby. I know Walmart also carries this candy cane ribbon if you want to do a traditional candy cane wreath ribbon craft. So just hot glue that ribbon to the base of your candy cane wire form, and then begin to just twist it around, in and around, in and around. I twisted it about 5 or 6 times, and then I would add some hot glue, and then twist it some more, and then add some hot glue. And on each end, you can leave just a tiny bit of excess on the end, and then just tuck it under and add another little dabble of hot glue. Can I just tell you guys could totally do this, and how fun and easy these were to do. They make a great tree topper. They make great front door decor. You can make them into a fun and fabulous wreath. Really, the sky is the limit, and check for these out in your Dollar Trees. So just go ahead and make a super easy Olivia bow. You want to loop the ribbon over on itself several times until you get 2 loops on each side. Go ahead and trim that off, pinch it in the middle, and then you're going to take a piece of pipe cleaner, and you're just going to pipe cleaner your little Olivia bow together. Now, I like to make tons of layers because I love to go super extra on my bows. Now I'm using some Dollar Tree Deco mesh, and I'm going to make an Olivia bow with the Deco mesh. So same style as before, you loop it over on itself several times, pinch it in the center, trim it off, and you can just use a pipe cleaner to keep your little ribbons together. That's how I've been doing it. Now you're going to notice that I'm not notching my Olivia bow in the center because I am going to be doing a lot of DIYs for the holiday season, and I want to be able to repurpose and reuse my ribbon. So now I'm just taking some red ribbon, and this ribbon is a little bit thinner, and as I move towards the center of my Olivia bow, I do make the loops a little bit smaller. It's up to you how you want it to look, but that does help kind of be able to show off all the different ribbons. So now I'm just pinching it in the center again, and I'm going to go ahead and wire it all together with my little Dollar Tree pipe cleaner, and then I'm going to give my bow a good fluffing. To fluff your bows, just pull out all the ribbons. Now don't pull too hard because you don't want to pull your bow apart, but you do want to pull and then twist your ribbon to kind of fluff it out. And oh my heavens, who is that in the studio helping me decorate the Christmas tree? So here it is. I added it to the center of this Christmas tree just to kind of show you guys how it would look if you were adding it to a Christmas tree. But again, these are fabulous on any space. Now, I chose white for my my mini tree in silver for my charger, and then I'm just adding some hot glue to the center and a piece of foam. You can also find foam at Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to take the mini trees and I'm going to push them into the foam on either side and give them a good fluffing. Now I'm going to take a roll of the Dollar Tree white mesh and then a roll of the silver mesh, and I'm going to cut it into 16-inch pieces. And then I just want to take it and roll it into kind of like a little curly Q. And then I'm going to roll the other one into a curly Q. I'm going to pinch these two together, and that's going to make my little poof. Now this stuff is definitely optional with the mesh. You guys don't have to use mesh on this, but you guys know I love a really full look. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the mesh into it, and I felt like that the mesh would give it a really fun little sparkle and shine. So you're just going to take your mesh and twist the mesh onto the tree with your pipe cleaner. It should look like this. So I used 4 poofs on each side, and I used 2 rolls of Dollar Tree mesh total. Again, you guys get creative with this. Use what you have on hand, and you're just going to take that pipe cleaner and wrap it around the tree and go ahead and clip the little pipe cleaner edges off, and just continue to work in and around your little Dollar Tree mini tree. And also think about all the color combinations that you guys could use. If you guys were doing more of a green and red theme, you could do green mini trees and then use just some of the green and red mesh. You could also do gold with this. The sky is really the limit on this project. So now I'm taking some of that buffalo check plaid ribbon, and then also some silver Dollar Tree ribbon. The buffalo check plaid ribbon I did get at Hobby Lobby, but they're also carrying it at Walmart, you guys. So definitely check that out if you want to go for this look. But Dollar Tree has a bunch of really nice ribbon to choose from as well. So I went to the end of my little mini tree, and I'm just using the branches of the mini tree to tie the ribbon on. So I'm just making kind of little poofs as I work in and around the tree. So I did one side and I created 3 poofs, and that's how it should look. And then I'm just going to go ahead and trim that piece off. And then I'm going to start on the other side, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use the little evergreen branches to twist tie my ribbons on, and then I'm just going to gather it and kind of create this poof. And then you guys will want to pull apart your ribbon too. So that silver ribbon is kind of underneath there. I just went ahead and pulled that apart. And then once I got to the end of this, I went ahead and did go ahead and clip that off. And then here is how it should look after you add your ribbons and your mesh. Again, these steps are optional. Just use what you guys have and what's in your budget. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of that buffalo check plaid ribbon, and I'm going to make what I call an Olivia bow. So I'm just going to take the ribbon and loop it over on itself, and you just continue to loop the ribbon over on itself until you count that there are 3 loops on each side. You can do a smaller bow too if you want to, but you guys know me, I love big bows and I cannot lie. So I do love to go ahead and go super over the top with my ribbon and my bows. So once you have all your little loops together, you're going to find the center of your ribbon, and I just like to fold mine in half, and you can add tiny little notches if you want to. I'm not going to on this one. I'm just going to pinch it together really tight, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my pipe cleaner. Now if you add notches to each side, that's going to give your pipe cleaner something to grab onto, and then you're just going to go ahead and take your loops and twist them out and give it a good fluffing. That's really the secret to a bow, is continue to work with it and fluff it as you go along. And then I did take the end of one of my floral stems and wrap it around that to go ahead and pop that bow in there. And then I took one of these Dollar Tree silver branches and some of this Dollar Tree greenery. So those will be 2 stems, 1 silver stem and then 1 greenery stem. And I'm just going to pop them into the front of my little arrangement here. Here is how that should look. And then I did go ahead and take some more of the silver stem and greenery and just kind of pop them into that top part where that top foam piece is. And here is how that should look as well. I also decided to go ahead and add some to each side, and that pretty much used up both of those stems. Now I'm going to take one of these Dollar Tree sparkling ornaments. I love these. These are some of my favorites. This is the white with the silver kind of glam, but again, go for whatever color that you're using, and I'm just taking taking a pipe cleaner and I'm running the ornaments through the pipe cleaner to create this little bundle, and then I'm going to tie them on. So I used a sparkling ornament on each side, and then I'm just using some of the little silver ornaments. They come in a large pack, so they go a really long way. So that's super fun. And again, you guys can use what you have on hand. Now, this is what it should look like once you have your ornaments and ribbons and mesh and your little floral stems added. Now I'm just taking the rest of that ribbon. These are just kind of scrap pieces, and I did want to go ahead and fill out the back of my arrangement. And then I did add a little bit of silver detail to the center, and I also added some white poinsettias. So I had one stem of white poinsettias that I just clipped off. These are Dollar Tree poinsettias. And then I have this Dollar Tree candle. This was a DIY I did a while back. I just added some glitter and Epsom salt to it, and then I'm going to go ahead and tie this little silver ribbon onto it. So to add the glitter and Epsom salt, you'll just add Mod Podge and then a ton of glitter and a ton of Epsom salt. It gives it that kind of crystallized snow look that I adore. And now Dollar Tree's also carrying these little metal signs. I chose the joy sign. I thought that would be super fun for the arrangement. So I'm just going to hot glue the little joy sign to the front of the candle. Now for the next part of this little DIY, I want to go ahead and take one of those empty mesh rolls, and I'm going to wrap some silver ribbon around it. What I want to create is a tiny little stand for this candle to pop up on. So this is just one of my little hacks that I wanted to share with you guys. And then you can add some hot glue, push that down in there, and voila, you have a little candle stand. I did go ahead and hot glue it onto there, and how fabulous and over the moon adorable did this come out. Oh my goodness, can you guys even believe that this is almost all Dollar Tree supplies minus that buffalo check plaid ribbon? But you guys, Dollar Tree has great ribbon, so just go for it, whatever colors you're going for. I definitely want to do some buffalo check plaid in with my holiday season this year. You guys saw how I did the snowman. I've also done some ornaments, so this is super fun and very crisp if you guys love that farmhouse look. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to repurpose and reuse this sign. This was just one of my fall signs. It had gotten something on it. So I'm going to take one of those Dollar Tree buffalo check plaid scarves. I want to create just a little soft and cozy winter sign. So I'm just adding hot glue all around the buffalo check plaid scarf, and I did stretch it so it would fit all of the way, so I didn't have to cut two pieces of the scarf. Now the buffalo check plaid scarf isn't always even, so bear with me on this one, you guys. Now I'm taking one of those Dollar Tree Merry Christmas boxes, and I'm just going to cut out the Merry Christmas sign. I spied this and I thought it would make a really great sign, so I'm just adding a bunch of hot glue to the back, and I'm going to plop it straight on to my little fabric here. And this is a super cozy way just to make a quick and fun little sign. I'm adding some greenery to the top and the bottom, and then voila, you have an amazing little sign. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I wanted to whip up a quick little stocking from the remnants of my little scarf sign. So I took this stocking that I already had on hand, and I just trimmed around it with my scissors to get that good little stocking shape. And again, I just trimmed around it. You guys could use a little pen and outline it, but because it was already black, I didn't have anything really on hand that was going to write on it very well. Comment and let me know if you guys have some ideas on that. So I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue this stocking. These are so fun and easy to make. I make these all of the time. Definitely don't be putting a lot of heavy things in it, but it's really fun for decor purposes. And then once you guys have it hot glued, you can just go ahead and trim it out, or you can trim it in advance. I've made them both ways. Either one works super great. And then once you have that done, you can just go ahead and inside it out. Super duper easy. And then you can even use some fun little things for the top. I went ahead and used the excess fringe, so I left that fringe pretty long and I just laid it on top of the stocking, and then I'm just going to hot glue the fringe in and around the top, and then you can just fold it over after you hot glue it to the back. Again, this is definitely for decor purposes. It's pretty fun though to make. And so you guys can also make a little ring little hook thing for your stocking with some of the remnant fabric that you guys have left over from making your craft. And there was even enough really to make a little garland, so I might do that in an upcoming DIY as well. And here it is. How absolutely adorable and perfect is this? I think it goes great with this little darling Frosty the Snowman and some of my other fun buffalo check plaid DIYs. I noticed at Walmart that the buffalo check plaid ribbon was being paired with silver glittering ribbon, so I definitely think you guys can doll up that glam farmhouse chic look, and it's really, I think it's working. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to go ahead and take a Dollar Tree margarita glass, and I want to create just like a little kind of fancy candle stand or ornament stand, but I'm just going to add some E6000 glue. You can get that at Walmart or your craft store. And then I did add some hot glue so it could kind of stick on there while I'm doing this DIY. But the E6000 glue is great for glass glue. And you'll want to give this 24 hours really to dry and be on there really well. And then I just added some of those fun little Dollar Tree ornaments inside, and voila, there you guys have it. We have a fancy little candle ornament holder. I think it would be fun too to put some sand in this and put some candles in it, but I just added some ornaments and then some of those Dollar Tree greenery picks. Now you guys look out for those Dollar Tree frosted greenery picks. They are amazing and gorgeous and a great deal for only $1. And how fabulous and peaceful is this? I love it with the lit candle and the little snowman, and honestly it just brings my heart so much joy. So it is a blessing and an honor to have you guys here and watching this video. And as always, I always ask you guys to comment and let me know, what is your favorite DIY? I love to hear your feedback. I also love to hear what you guys may be recreating. Comment and let me know what you guys are going to make out of these DIYs and what are your inspirations for holiday decor. Are you guys going to be decorating in a glam farmhouse, in traditional Christmas? Are you going to go pink, aqua, gold? I'd love to hear what everybody's styles are out there. I've also been doing a lot of candy cane Pier 1 gift boxes. They were $49.99, and I knew we could recreate them using Dollar Tree supplies. So I'm starting out with this Grove collaborative box and this Dollar Tree baby blanket. I'm just going to go ahead and take my hot glue gun and begin to hot glue the baby blanket to the box. This ended up taking 2 of the Dollar Tree baby blankets, and I chose this black and gray fleece. I thought it would be really nice and subtle to mix in with almost any Christmas decor. I want to go for kind of that glam chic that I saw on the Pier 1 website for those boxes. Now I'm just going to take this burlap. I actually got this burlap at burlapfabric.com. I'm going to leave a little link. They have a $5 off coupon for you guys if you need some amazing burlap for your Christmas crafting. Now I'm just taking some of that Dollar Tree silver ribbon, and I'm hot gluing the burlap and the silver ribbon to the bottom of my package, and then I'm just going to pull it all the way over to the other side and hot glue it on the other side. And then I'm doing the exact same thing to kind of give it that package look. So just hot glue your burlap and then hot glue your silver ribbon. And Dollar Tree does carry a nice burlap ribbon. I just happen to have this on hand, so I'm using what I have. And the silver ribbon from Dollar Tree does have a bit of glitter fallout, but it's not too bad if you love that sparkly look. So here is how it should look once you get the ribbon all glued on. Now for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to create a really cute little bow for the top of the package. Just create an Olivia bow with 2 loops of the burlap on each side, twist tight together with some of that silver ribbon, and then go ahead and pull your loops out. And I will leave a bow tutorial below if you guys need help making bows. Then I'm going to take some of this thinner Hobby Lobby ribbon, but again, you guys use what you have. And again, I'm going to make a small Olivia bow by looping it over on itself. You're going to have 2 loops on each side, and you're just going to twist tie everything together to get it secured. Give it a bit of fluffing. Now, the pure one did not have as much of a bow on it, but you guys know me, I love big bows, and I cannot lie, so I had to go over the top as usual with the bows. And I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue it. I did add a super generous amount of hot glue so that bow would stay to the top of my package. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pull some of the silver loops down and give the thinner silver loops a bit of some curly cues. And here's how it should look with all of your bows and ribbons. Now, Dollar Tree is also carrying this super amazing cedar pick. You guys, I bought several of these and I'm already using a ton of them. So I just clipped off a couple of the tops and I'm hot gluing them in and around the top of my little bow. I noticed the pure one had some greenery, and then they also used some pine cones on their package. So of course we're going to add in some pine cones as well to really dull and glam it up. Now, just think, you guys could really use almost any fabric that you have laying around to create a box. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to take one of those Dollar Tree signs, and I'm just going to make a little pom-pom with this yarn that I picked up at the thrift store. So just take your yarn and loop it over on itself about 1,000,000 times really, and then you're going to pull it off. This would also work on a piece of cardboard, but this was the first thing that caught my eye. So I just also am going to tie this off in the center, and this is such a fun, fast, and easy pom-pom. And then you're just going to run your scissors through the top part of it and run it through the other side, and voila, you have a very fun little easy DIY pom-pom. I love these. I've been using these all through fall and now into Christmas. And then I just pinched my ribbon together and added a dab of hot glue on the pom-pom went, and here we go. I think this is pretty darn amazing. Definitely not $50. I think you guys could do this really for just a couple of dollars with a box, some fabric, and some beautiful ribbons. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to repurpose and reuse one of those adorable little Halloween houses if you guys happen to pick one of these up in the Dollar Tree Halloween section. So I'm just taking some of that Waverly chalk paint. You can pick that up at Walmart, but really you could use craft paint on this as well. I do love the chalk paint because it dries really fast. I've seen other DIYers use it, so I thought, why not jump on? And then I'm going to go ahead and add some glitter. Just add a good little dab of glitter to this, and I went ahead and just added it right over where I had painted the little house. Now comes the best part, decorating your adorable little Christmas house. So I added these little mini snowflake ornaments that you get at Dollar Tree. I also found these little trees from Dollar Tree and this gingerbread from Dollar Tree. I added a star to the top, and I think this looks really adorable for a glam Christmas look. Now, of course, you guys know I go over the top, so I created just a little tiny wreath with one of those Dollar Tree greenery pieces, and the little trees I got off some of those little red truck ornaments. And then of course they are carrying this cute little candy cane ribbon, so I went ahead and glued that to the top of my mini tiny wreath. And then I got one of those Dollar Tree red and white striped straws, and I had to go ahead and add some detail. I really felt like my gingerbread person needed a little DIY candy cane here, so all you have to do is cut off part of the straw and then add some pom-poms to the top to create this cute little candy piece. And then I decided to go even more over the top and add some tiny little pom-poms to the wreath. And of course, I could not resist trimming this out in full gingerbread style. So if you guys are decorating for a gingerbread Christmas, these are so fun. And this is an amazing fun little craft to do with your kiddos. Just make sure that they have some help with that hot glue gun and also the paint and glitter. So I did go ahead and continue working with some of those straws, and I just added some detail to the roof. You guys, the sky is the limit on what you could add to this. I used to love to create little shadow boxes when I was a little girl, so I kind of felt a little bit like I was a kid in a candy store, just adding all of these fun details to this project. Again, you guys, the sky is the limit, and how fun is this? Super inexpensive and easy, and dig into your craft stash because I had a ton of little bits and bobs that were so easy to add to this fun project. So, oh my goodness, how adorable is this coming out? I am over the moon and in love with this little cutie. I definitely think that this is going to go into my gingerbread peppermint candy themed kitchen, or I have a feeling my daughter may snag one. It depends on what style she's going for her Christmas decor, but if she goes for pink, I think it would be really cute to do like a little pink gingerbread house. Or if you're doing teal, or just you could customize it to any color. Really, the sky is the limit on that one. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I decided to go ahead and make another package to go with the first kind of Pier 1 inspired present. So I'm using this little Dollar Tree gift box. This was left over from the summertime, and I'm just going to go ahead and cover it in an automotive cloth. And I have had some people ask me what an automotive cloth is. The automotive cloth is the little drying towel that you're going to find in the automotive section of Dollar Tree. So it's just like a little drying towel, but they're white and fluffy, and they make great Christmas decor projects. So I glued the automotive cloth all the way around 3 sides, and you guys, I went a little bit quick on this project, so my folds aren't totally perfect. Definitely, if you guys want to make it perfect, take your time, but I went ahead and added the rest of the fabric, and for this gift box, I only needed 1 automotive cloth. Now, I did cut it fairly close, but I even had a little bit of left over, and the automotive cloths are really fun if you guys want to use them for a garland, or even make some faux snow for like a little Christmas village. I used a ton of them last season, if you guys saw my DIYs from last season, and they're also great if you guys decorate in that glam chic style, or do more of like a shabby chic. You can even cover ornaments with them. Again, kind of the sky is the limit for this one too. And so I just went ahead and kind of gathered the little edges around, and it came out pretty good. So now I'm going to go ahead and take some of that burlap, and I'm cutting it to be a little bit smaller. Again, Dollar Tree does carry the wire ribbon burlap, as well as Walmart if you guys need to find that. And the ribbon doesn't have to be wired for sure, because you're just going to be adding it to the package. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. So I'm just hot gluing the ribbon underneath each edge, and that way it has something to kind of hold on to. I think it would be fun to add lights to this as well. And Dollar Tree also carries some of that white sparkling ribbon. Oh my goodness, this is turning out so adorable. So I'm just adding that to the center of the burlap ribbon. And again, you guys remember, just customize this to whatever decor style and color you're using for your Christmas decor. So now comes my favorite part, making the bow, and I'm just going to make a very little small bow. I just made a little loop and then pinched it together and hot glued it in the center for the top of this little bow. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So now I'm just going to go ahead and trim off a little bit more of that cedar. This is from Dollar Tree. It's like a frosted cedar, and it is so beautiful, you guys. I'm probably going to have to go back to the store for more. And then I did add the little pine cone, just like the one from Pier 1 Imports, and then I'm adding some of that ribbon, and here we go. Here is the first present that we did with the Dollar Tree baby blankets, and then here is the second one. Now, they don't match, but I think they look pretty cute together. I almost kind of like them not perfectly matching. I don't know, comment and let me know what you guys think, and if you're going to be doing this, what fabrics appeal to you the most. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to share with you guys how to take those Dollar Tree reindeer ornaments and glam them up and make them into a glam style reindeer, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So I'm just taking some Mod Podge, and you can also use glue, and I'm just adding a ton of glue to these little antlers, and then I went ahead and added it into the center part of the antler and around the edge in the back. And then I'm just going to use some of this glitter from Walmart. I also did go ahead and add some glitter to the front where I pulled the bow off. It kind of pulled off the original glitter. And I also wanted her to have kind of like some little glittering feet as well. This glitter from Walmart, I believe, is kind of that champagne gold color, which I love. I'm going to be using a ton of this in my holiday decor this year. And then you're just going to want to go ahead, and I added for that glam part, and they had this bling wrap at Dollar Tree, so I just add a little bling wrap around her neck, and then I trimmed that off, and then I'm just going to go ahead and add her little Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to the end of her nose. It's just one of those Dollar Tree pom-poms in the smallest size they have available. And then they have those little Dollar Tree snowflakes that are kind of like blingy, glittery, jewel glam. And so I added that to the front as well. Now, these are wonderful to add into almost any centerpiece, which is what I did here. It's kind of underneath the tree that I was decorating with. I just popped it into this little spot here. And then for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I actually lost a little bit of the footage on this one, you guys. I completely apologize, but I did some of these in the white glam reindeer, and then I just added the mosaic tile that you guys see the reindeer on top of. That's just some of those little Dollar Tree stickers. So I added those to a canvas piece, and then I hot glued the reindeer onto the little mosaic tile and added some evergreen around it. They were a bit hard to get to stand up, I'll be completely honest with you. So if you guys have a really good glue like E6000 or some hot glue, so you're going to have to use a higher heat temp to get those reindeer to stand up. But I think it came out absolutely fabulous. If I do come across those mosaic tiles again, I'll share that DIY with you guys. I completely apologize that I did lose that footage. Comment and let me know if you guys have any questions. And then of course, for the first Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take 2 of these pumpkin signs and then one of those Dollar Tree summertime pineapple signs, and I'm going to chalk paint them white on both sides. Now what I want to do is create a snowman. For the top, if you guys don't have the pineapple sign, you can always use one of those smaller pumpkin signs. I did buy quite a bit of fall decor this year, so I needed to repurpose and reuse some of these signs. Now I'm taking some E6000 glue, and after I let the chalk paint dry, I'm just adding some E6000 glue and then a layer of hot glue on top and in and around that to just really give these little pumpkins a really good hold. So I glued the first pumpkin over the second pumpkin, and then I'm adding my last sign on the top. And then it did have a little bit of damage to one of the pumpkins, so I'm just going over it with a very heavy layer of Mod Podge and then sprinkling it with some Epsom salt, which you guys can find at the Dollar Tree. And also I used some glitter on top of that to give it that little extra sparkle and shine. Then I just cut some eyes and a nose and a mouth out of some scrap ribbon that I had. I'm using one of those Dollar Tree scarves that they have out right now. You guys choose whatever color that you love, but I am using this black and white buffalo check plaid. And then I made a little pom-pom with some yarn that I'm gluing to his hat. Now I did create another snow person out of a Dollar Tree Halloween sign a couple videos back, but I really felt like I just needed 2 so they could kind of go next to each other. So I'm just repurposing also this Dollar Tree burlap wreath. I kind of cut it into the size of a hand and then added some sticks over the top of it. And here he is next to his little sweetheart over there. I thought they came out absolutely adorable. The eyes and the nose on my second one were a little bit wonky, but you guys, crafting is not about perfection. I try to tell myself that all the time. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take this pillow cover. It was from burlapfabric.com. I will leave a link down below as well as a coupon code. It's just a canvas blank pillowcase. I wanted to jazz it up with this Dollar Tree scarf. So what I did was I cut 2 pieces of the Dollar Tree scarf and I left the fringe on the end, and then I'm just taking some hot glue and I'm going to hot glue the scarf to the front of the pillow. So the canvas pillow is a little bit heavy duty, so it took the hot glue really well. Also, you guys could use this idea to recover any pillow. I have done this so many times. If you guys have been following my channel, the Dollar Tree scarves are so great to repurpose and reuse in this way. So I'm just continue to hot glue all the way around the entire canvas pillow. And I just did one side. That way, when winter is over, I can flip it over and still have my cute little canvas pillow if I want to use it for just more of a neutral decor. Also, if you guys need some buffalo check plaid fabric, I know Walmart is also carrying this pattern as well as Hobby Lobby. So I'm just going ahead and stuffing the little pillow stuffing back in the center, and voila, here it is. Okay, so here it is blank, and then here it is if you just go ahead and tuck the fringe over to the side, and then if you flip the fringe back forward. I thought it came out absolutely beautiful. You guys can also grab pillows from the thrift store and repurpose them and reuse them. Maybe you have a pillow that's seen better days. These would be great for outdoor decor as well if you wanted to. You would definitely want to Scotch guard them though if you're going to use them for outdoor. And the cute little Santa Claus pillow, you guys, I found at the thrift store for $2. I was so excited. So for the next DIY, I'm actually using some free paint stir sticks that I got at Walmart, and then I'm just going to go ahead and chalk paint them. You could also use craft paint, but I do love this Waverly chalk paint. It dries super fast, you guys, which is really great for DIYs. I've also made homemade chalk paint before too, which is really easy. Okay, so now I'm just taking 2 scrap pieces of board. These were actually little slats from the thrift store, and now that my paint has dried on my paint sticks and on my little slats here, I am just going to go ahead and use some E6000 glue and some hot glue, and I'm just going to glue them right on to these boards. And what I want to create is an adorable little kind of mini blanket ladder. So I am going to tell you I wouldn't hang like a super heavy blanket on this, but I did go ahead and add 5 rungs to it, I believe, and I'm just using the E6000 glue and hot glue and then measuring in between each rung. That way it can be mostly even, but I have seen these ladders. I think they're so adorable, and how easy if you guys just go to your hardware store. Sometimes they'll have free scrap lumber, or even if you have something laying around, you could even make the longer part with more paint sticks if you wanted to. But here is how it came out. I put a lightweight blanket on it, and then I laid one of those scarves over it. I think it came out absolutely perfect, and you guys, this cost me honestly next to nothing. So for the next DIY, my daughter's actually going to help me. She is so good at crafting, I can't even tell you. We're going to take some of those extra paint sticks that we got from Walmart for free when I bought paint, and we're just going to make a holiday star. So I went ahead and E6000 and hot glued them, and then I'm just going to go ahead and add some Mod Podge to the front of my star because I want to add a really just nice layer of glitter over that. It was a bit hard to see the glitter in this shot, but I did go ahead and Mod Podge it really well and then just sprinkle a bunch of white iridescent glitter. You can get this at Walmart. You can get it even in a bigger package if you're doing a lot of glittering, which I recommend if you guys love glitter for the holidays. Now you can see the glitter, and how absolutely gorgeous is this? These are so fun to make. I have seen them for sale at craft fairs before. You could paint them whatever colors that you love for your Christmas time decor. And if you go ahead and buy paint, you can always get paint sticks for free. I know you can buy them in a large lot as well. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take one of these beautiful Dollar Tree ornaments, and I am going to E6000 glue and add a little bit of hot glue with this beautiful jewel. Now, Dazzle.com did send me some wonderful jewels. Thank you so much. It was such a blessing. I'm going to leave a coupon code for you guys down below. They sell packs of jewels for really at a largely discounted price. They're end up being about $1.50 each for the jewels. And then I just took some Dollar Tree ribbon at the top and tied a little bow. And how gorgeous is this ornament, especially if you're doing some beautiful holiday decor or you wanted to give a friend or a family member a keepsake ornament. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take one of those cute little Dollar Tree signs and just jazz it up. So I just believe in the magic of Christmas, and then I went ahead and just hot glued some of that Dollar Tree greenery to the top. And then I'm using this Merry Christmas ribbon from Dollar Tree, and then there was like kind of a faux looking quilted ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm going to add some more hot glue to the top of this, and then Dollar Tree's selling those sparkling pick branches. I just took a tiny top off of one of the red picks, and I'm going to go ahead and add that to the top as well. You also want to make sure that your ends are really nice on your ribbon, and I was crafting backwards. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I couldn't see that little piece of string dangling down. So there we go. Now how adorable is this? I put this in this Christmas tree, so you guys could use this almost as an ornament. It's one of the smaller Dollar Tree signs, so just think about that. They also make great gifts. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take and make this super adorable stocking. So I'm just taking this canvas stocking and I'm going to lay it on top of one of those Dollar Tree buffalo check plaid scarves. These are the fleece scarves. I've also made these with the infinity scarves as well. So I just used a gray Sharpie actually to trace around the little stocking, and I did share one of these with you guys in another DIY video, but I didn't have the Sharpie, so I thought I would share this same kind of process again. And then you're just going to take and you're going to line it up again and then trace it out again, and that does make it really easy. These are fun to do with kiddos. Just be sure that you help them with the hot glue and the scissors. So then I just went ahead and hot glued the two stockings together. This is easy peasy. You do want to try to go along the edge as close to the end of the stocking as possible to hopefully keep the integrity of the actual stocking. And then you can just go ahead and inside it out, or you could also trim it out if you didn't want to inside it out with some beautiful lace. And then I'm just going to take the end of this scarf and I'm going to add that to the top. These actually make a pretty good size stocking. Now, because we're hot gluing this, I wouldn't recommend, filling it full of candies and oranges if you're actually going to use it. You may want to reinforce it by stitching it on the sides, but this is going to be used in my home for decor purposes, so I think it's fine to go ahead and hot glue it. And here's how it turns out. I just used some of that Dollar Tree red ribbon and I tied a little bow to the top. I added it to my cute little ladder, and there we have it. Voila, we have this beautiful Christmas setting with these very inexpensive, fairly easy DIYs that you guys can do with some paint and some glitter, some imagination, creativity, and some Dollar Tree goodies. So as always, I always ask for you guys' feedback. Comment and let me know, what is your favorite DIY in this episode and which one will you be attempting to recreate? And always too, if you guys have any questions for me, definitely let me know. I've also had a lot of questions on the little wood chip tree that I've been sharing that's kind of in the background of some of these DIYs. That was a thrift store find, but if any of you guys have any ideas how to recreate that, definitely let me know. So I did cook banana bread a couple of DIYs back. Definitely go check that out. And you guys, I am just so in love with them. DIY. We're going to take a Dollar Tree beach ball and a Dollar Tree baby blanket. And I'm just going to wrap the beach ball with the baby blanket. And then I'm going to use a pipe cleaner to tie the top. So I just wrapped the pipe cleaner around the top. And then I twisted it about 2 to 3 times. And then you're going to want to cut off the excess of your fleece baby blanket. I did save that excess for a future DIY. You guys know me, I love to recycle and reuse. So I'm also using up some ribbon from my ribbon stash. This is just some burlap ribbon that I looped together, and then I'm using some Dollar Tree silver ribbon. Again, I'm just taking it and looping it over on itself and using the pipe cleaner to twist them together. Then I want to take some of that buffalo check plaid ribbon that I hauled from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to make a small Olivia bow. So you just take your ribbon and you loop it over on itself. Make sure you have 2 loops on each side and then trim it off. And then I'm just going to tie it on to this entire lovely little bow here. So you guys get creative with this. Use whatever kind of fabric you have in your crafty fabric stash, and also this is a great way to repurpose and reuse ribbons. So I put a big giant bow on one side, and then I'm adding in another Olivia bow to the other side. So you just loop the ribbon over on itself a couple of times here, pinch it together in the middle with some pipe cleaners, and voila, you have another ribbon for the other side of your oversized ornament. And I'm just using the pipe cleaner to tie it on. You can also hot glue it or use floral wire as well. The next step in creating our oh so fabulous ornament is to add some sprigs of evergreen. Dollar Tree sells evergreen, or you can also use an old Christmas tree branch like I'm using. And I'm just using this to kind of fill in and around some of the dead spaces, just to give it some fullness and that extra razzle dazzle that you guys know that I love to do. I'm also taking some of those Dollar Tree silver mini ornaments, and I'm going to use these to pop in to just give them a little bit of extra sparkle and shine. You guys know me, I love my sparkle and shine, and look at how fabulous this turned out. This is such a great way to repurpose and reuse some things that you may already have. Some beach balls from the summer, some old fabric, and some ribbons that you guys may have left over in your craft stash as well. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to create another fabulous ornament. This time I'm going to use one of those Dollar Tree carvable pumpkins. So I removed the top, and then I poked a hole in the top of this pumpkin, and then I'm just going to take this scarf. This is a Dollar Tree scarf. It's a really cute little buffalo check plaid scarf, but again, you guys use whatever fabric you have in your stash. So I just went ahead and use the buffalo check plaid scarf all over the entire pumpkin, and then I'm using some of this cute little Dollar Tree ho 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 ribbon. I'm going to create a double layered Olivia bow. Just take that ribbon, loop it over on itself to where you have 2 loops on each side, and then you'll just pinch it in the center with that pipe cleaner, and that's going to create your fun and fabulous bow. Now, the secret to my bows are definitely loads of fluffing. Now I just want to take and fill in the center part of my carvable pumpkin slash a fabulous ornament with some evergreen branches. Again, Dollar Tree does have the little evergreen branches, or you can use an old Christmas tree branch, and that works just perfectly. So go ahead and add loads of little evergreen sprigs to the top, and then you can hot glue your bow to one side. Now, I love to how this look as it was coming along, but you guys know me, I have to go super extra, so I decided to add another bow to the other side. This is again a double layered Olivia bow, and I just went ahead and added that pipe cleaner to the center. I did notch it just a little bit. That helps you kind of fluff it. I do have a big bow tutorial if you guys want to check that out. So I'm just going to add the bow to this side using some hot glue, and then I grabbed one of those little red truck ornaments, again, that I hauled in my last Dollar Tree haul. If you guys need to know kind of some of the craft supplies that I'm going to be using for upcoming DIYs, definitely check that video out. It will be linked in the I Love Christmas series down below. So I also decided to go a little bit extra and use the rest of this ribbon, and I just kind of made a little loop here and hot glued it onto the base, and then I added some evergreen. I wanted to kind of extend this ornament out to kind of give it a little bit of dimension, to kind of distract maybe from the pumpkin-y shape of it, but really really it was just kind of more of an oval. And then I also had some of this Dollar Tree polka dot ribbon in my stash. I went ahead and added that in as well. And I think this just came out so absolutely over the moon fabulous. Absolutely perfect if you guys are decorating in kind of that rustic-ish farmhouse look. And also, if you guys did not find the buffalo check plaid scarves at Dollar Tree, Walmart does have a lot of that buffalo check plaid fabric in their stores right now. So here it is on the tree. I had this on my flocked Christmas tree. Again, I did buy this Christmas tree at Walmart, but it looked just perfectly all nestled down in, and these larger ornaments are absolutely amazing to fill out your Christmas tree decor. So for the next Dollar Tree Christmas DIY, we're going to create a fabulous, sparkling, girly glam ornament. I'm taking one of those Dollar Tree jumbo ornaments, and then I'm going to take some of this Dollar Tree gold glitter ribbon. I'm going to create a large bow. Again, this is one of those Olivia bows, and I refer to it as Olivia Bow just so you guys can kind of know, if you've been following me, how I make these bows. Super easy. You just loop it over on itself, twist tie the center, and then pull those little loops out. And then I do love to dovetail my ends by cutting the little triangle. I think that gives it a really nice boutique finish. So I went ahead and hot glued that on, and a lovely subscriber sent this beautiful pink sparkling ribbon to me. Oh my goodness, it's so gorgeous. I hated almost to use it. Do you guys do that? Do you like to hoard up your prettiest ribbon? But I thought it would be perfect for this because I am going to do a pastel tree somewhere in my house. I'm not for sure, but I did go ahead and add another Olivia bow with that pink ribbon, and then I'm just adding some evergreen into the center. I was really hoping that this would go for kind of that really beautiful Victorian-esque, how they have those big fancy ornaments. And then I'm taking some of that Dollar Tree. This is the Peace and Joy ribbon, and I'm making a really small little thin Olivia bow with this, and this is great to layer into projects to give them, again, a little bit of added dimension with just that smaller pretty ribbon. So I went ahead and added it to one side, and then I decided also to make some more loops and add it to the other side just to give it that big overflowing package feel. And then I had some Dollar Tree green berries, so I added some green berries into the center as well. Again, the sky is the limit. I love to dig into my craft stash when I'm making these style of ornaments and really go to town. You guys could add really cool vintage jewels. You could add more ornaments like I am. So I'm taking some of those Dollar Tree gold mini ornaments and I'm adding those in. Those are a really fun way. I think there's 10 to 12 in a package of these, and they're really great to add to smaller arrangements or ornaments or just whatever suits your fancy, but they really give that pop of sparkle and shine, and they make a great filler. So here it is. Oh, so gorgeous and fabulous, you guys. I'm so totally crushing on this one. It's so beautiful and pink and perfect if you're decorating for that kind of girly glam with that shabby chic aesthetic. The next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to repurpose and reuse some of the velvet pumpkins that I bought a couple too many of. So I'm taking that fleece baby blanket again. I had some more of these in my stash, and I just want to go ahead and wrap this beautiful little velvet pumpkin. Now, I'm really excited to let you guys know too, no velvet pumpkins were harmed in this DIY. And if you want to go back to the velvet pumpkins at the end of the holiday season, all you would have to do would be to just unwrap the little twist tie. The velvet or the baby blanket might not be in the best of shape if you glue on top of it, but you still have your beautiful pumpkin underneath. Just a little side note if you guys are crazy crafter recyclers like me. So I did add some of that Dollar Tree little burlap fall ribbon and then just some more sprigs of greenery. I really wanted to make a rustic looking ornament for this one. I think these pumpkins really a really nice size. And again, I really recommend doing some of these larger ornaments if you like to decorate and have a really big full tree, because they're really going to bring the wow factor. And again, you guys can really reuse some of the crafts that are in your stash. So you can see now I'm just using another pipe cleaner on the other side. I was trying to kind of challenge myself to use the least amount of hot glue on this one. So I'm just using that pipe cleaner to wrap the little burlap onto this ornament. And then I'm going to go ahead and just trim that off. And then I did go ahead and add in some evergreen, again, just wrapping it with the little pipe cleaner. And that worked pretty well. It probably would have helped too if I would have had maybe green pipe cleaners, because then I had that white kind of pipe cleaner left popping out. So you can also take a little ornament hanger and pop that into the fleece. It goes really well in there, and then you'll have a little hanger for the top of your ornament. Or if you're like me, sometimes I'll just gently set my ornaments down into the tree. So again, I'm making a little double layered Olivia bow. You just take that ribbon, loop it over on itself twice, pinch it in the center, and then wrap it with that pipe cleaner, and then you'll just fluff those little loops out, add a dab of hot glue, and you're good to go. I love this ribbon. The buffalo check plaid ribbon is from Hobby Lobby. I also know that I have been having some of you guys tell me that they have it at Walmart, so comment and let me know if you've seen it at Walmart, and if so, how much is it? So Dollar Tree also carries these really cute little pom-poms. I did pick up a package for some of my DIY projects. I was looking at using red for some red berries, but I decided to go still with more of the neutral theme, because I do know I'm going to do a buffalo check plaid neutral tree. I will do a traditional red tree as well, but I just thought for this one it'd be really cute to use the little white pom-poms, almost like it's like little snowballs in there. So that would also be cute to do a snowball tree. Comment and let me know also, how many Christmas trees do you guys decorate with in your home? The sky is the limit in my head and my heart. I just don't think I would have like enough room to decorate every single room, but I don't know, you guys, this might be the year I just really go to town and do a ton of Christmas trees. So for the next Dollar Tree Christmas DIY, I'm going to wrap another one of those velvet pumpkins. This time I'm using some of that buffalo check plaid fabric that I had left over from recovering my chair. Again, I got this fabric at Walmart. I did have some questions about the fabric. It is a little bit thin, but you could not see the color of the velvet pumpkin underneath. And again, no velvet pumpkin was harmed in the making of this little Christmas ornament. I did add some of that Dollar Tree burlap to the top, and then I'm just hot gluing some little sprigs of evergreen. This is definitely going to go on my cute little farmhouse glam girl tree that I'm going to be creating. I'm really excited to decorate for Christmas this year. So again, I'm just popping in some evergreen and I'm hot gluing, and then just adding the sprigs of evergreen in and around the top of this. I thought this was so cute, and I think it would be really fun to do one of these for maybe a friend for their office, or maybe a teacher for her desk. I think that would be super fun, because these little pumpkins sit flat, so they can act as an ornament, but they can also sit flat, so you could almost make them into a really cool holiday arrangement. I did add another bow to the other side of this, because you guys know me, I love big bows and I cannot lie. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY Christmas ornament, I am going to do the same thing again. Just cover this with that fleece baby blanket, but this time I want to go for a glam girl ornament. So I'm using some of the Dollar Tree silver ribbon. I'm making a double layered Olivia bow. Again, just 2 layers, pinch it in the center, and then add your little pipe cleaner. I want to go totally glam for this one, with lots of sparkle and shine, which I do love to do some glam at Christmas time. You guys, definitely, I would love to hear what your style is for Christmas. Do you love glam? Do you love farmhouse, shabby chic? Red, traditional? There's so many styles out there. I just think it's such a fun time of year to decorate. So I did 2 double layered Olivia bows on either side of this little glam girl ornament, and then I'm just pulling out the loops to give it that nice kind of full pretty appearance. And then I'm adding a large dollop of hot glue, and I'm using some of the silver Dollar Tree mini ornaments, and I'm just popping them in everywhere that I feel like it needs that little extra razzle dazzle sparkle and shine. Mainly too to kind of cover up the top where you can see that extra bunching of fabric, because we want it to really look like an over-the-top boutique gorgeous ornament. So I'm also adding in a little bit more evergreen in around the top. I didn't have any white evergreen on hand, but I think that would be really pretty for a glam girl look. And then I'm adding in some sparkling little jewels. I get my little jewels at Walmart. They're just fake diamond little things, so they really razzle dazzle up a project. And I think this farmhouse chic glam look is definitely what I'm going to be in the mood for the holidays. If you guys can see some of my ornaments back over there, those are those Dollar Tree ornaments. I think they look really pretty in with the look of this soft kind of farmhouse, you know, just a little bit of rustic, a little bit of sparkle and shine. I think you can totally get away with it in the holiday time frame. And then here is another peek at that pretty pink ornament that we did. Oh my goodness, I love this one too. I love these soft colors. They're so vintage, kind of Victorian feeling. And then again, here is that fun kind of rustic look with that farmhouse chic. Definitely going to be hot this year. And then I love all these traditional colors as well. How cute does this red pop against this flocked tree? Oh my goodness, I am over the moon excited for Christmas this year, you guys. I just absolutely cannot wait.
You guys, I love to get a jump start on Christmas. I make the majority of my home decor handmade, so it's never too early to start up your Christmas crafts. Now, if you're totally jamming out on fall, I get you. I have over 100 Dollar Tree DIYs that I did for fall for the 2019 season, as well as Halloween DIYs. I'm gonna link the huge I Love Fall playlist down below. Click on it. It will take you back through all of the fall and Halloween decor DIYs that we did. I also have a huge I Love Christmas series playlist as well. If you guys are jamming out on Christmas and crafting and you need to get inspired, I'm gonna link that huge I Love Christmas series down below as well. So without further ado, it is time to plug in your glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting.
So I found this beautiful wreath on the Pier 1 website. It was $59.99, and I decided that we could create one using Dollar Tree items. So we're going to use several bundles of those Dollar Tree shatterproof ornaments, and we're going to take a piece of that Dollar Tree floral wire, and we're just going to string the ornaments onto the floral wire. Now, sometimes the ornaments will pop off the top, so you could always add a little bit of hot glue to the tops of the ornaments if you needed to. So what you guys can see is I'm just going every other one. I'm stringing on the sparkly ones and then just the matte colored ones. And you guys could also use the red Dollar Tree shatterproof ornaments if you want to do it exactly like the one on the Pier 1 website. But I love these Dollar Tree champagne ornaments. I think they're beautiful and just oh so perfect for a bit of a sparkle and shine if you're going for a bit of a glam Christmas. Now you guys can see I'm also securing these in here by just adding a couple more of the ornaments to kind of fill in any blank spaces, and just get creative with this and also be patient. They tend to kind of pop off, so I decided to add some of these little Dollar Tree poinsettia clips to the center. That's going to secure them even a little bit more. If you guys have any tips for me on this, definitely let me know, because I did have some of them pop off and that was kind of a little bit irritating, but it was well worth it in the end. I can't wait till you guys see the finished product. So here it is after I have the ornaments on and the little poinsettia clips. Now we're just going to take two of those Dollar Tree Christmas trees, and we're going to use these Christmas trees to create our evergreen wreath base. So what you want to do is use the Christmas tree at the top and then some of those little Dollar Tree wire garland picks, and you're just going to take the wire garland picks and wire your Christmas tree right on to your wreath form. It's super easy. You can just choose really any spot. You want to add about 3 of the picks to wire it on. That way it makes it nice secure, because you don't want your little Christmas trees to pop off. You can also use the Christmas tree limbs and kind of bundle them around the wire wreath form as well. So this is what your wreath should look like on one side after you've added the Christmas tree to one side. And we are going to fill in some of those blank spaces with some more of those little wired garland greenery pieces. So now we're going to take the other Dollar Tree tree and we're just going to wire that on again with those garland pieces. I love these little wire garland pieces. I never used any of them last year, but I am going to use the heck out of them this year. They were so handy, and there was 10, I believe, in a pack. So now I'm taking some of the extra ones that I had left over in that pack, and I'm just adding some hot glue in and around the ornaments to kind of secure them in just a little bit more, and then popping some of that evergreen in as well. Here is what it should look like after you're finished with that process, and you guys totally get creative with this. Add whatever colors you want. If you love pink glam Christmas, do pink glam. If you love farmhouse, go for kind of a farmhouse Christmas. Now we're going to make an Olivia bow for the top. So you're going to take your Dollar Tree silver ribbon and you're just going to loop it over on itself. And I wanted to make this nice and slow because I wanted everybody to kind of see the process. So you just loop your ribbon over on itself several times until you see 2 loops on either side of your bow, and you're going to fold it in the center, and then you can take a pipe cleaner and you'll just pipe cleaner it together. So we want to make a triple layered Olivia bow here, and I didn't notch the ribbon because this is going to be a larger bow and I don't feel like it needed to be notched, and it also might help some of you guys in the ribbon bow making process. So again, we're doing this again the exact same way. We're just looping the ribbon over on itself. Now I am using this thinner kind of sheer ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I picked this up in a huge pack so I could do a ton of DIYs for you guys. Again, you just do 2 loops on each side, and then you're going to fold it in the center to find your center, and then we're just going to add that on to the pipe cleaner. So I'm untwisting that first pipe cleaner, and then I'm going to add this one back on and then give it a little bit of a twist, and then we're going to add one more layer. So this is a little bit of a thinner silver ribbon, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm just looping it over on itself, and then I'm going to loop it over on itself again, and then loop it over on itself again. And also I want to let you know that the length of the measurements of this ribbon was 14 inches for the first layer, and then 13 inches for the next layer, and then 12 inches for that last layer. Now usually I don't get very precise about my bows, but I really wanted this bow to be the centerpiece focal point of this wreath, kind of like it was on that Pier 1 wreath. So now we're just going to take the pipe cleaner and we're going to wire our beautiful bow on, and this is my favorite part in the whole wide world when it comes to the fluffing time. So really give your bow a really nice fluffing to make it really boutique gorgeous. Okay, so here is our beautiful wreath, and I decided to go ahead and add tails to each side of the wreath. So I'm just taking 2 pieces of ribbon, and they're cut kind of long, and then I'm just adding them over to each side of my wreath, and you can see them kind of trailing down. This step is definitely optional. Do what is in your budget, and then you could just kind of take it and curl it up. You could also wind it in and out of the greenery, but I just chose to kind of loosely curl these. I thought it looked really pretty. Comment and let me know if you guys have any questions on how to create this bow or how we made this wreath. I wanted to make this tutorial very easy for you guys and hopefully very informative, but I really love how this came out. It's so soft and elegant. I'm definitely going to keep it in my Christmas studio for now, but I cannot wait to begin decorating my home for Christmas. So here is another shot of it. I just think it really came out fabulous. It's very, very budget friendly, and of course you guys remember to use what's in your stash as far as ribbon is concerned, and also what your budget allows. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to create an adorable snowman out of one of those Dollar Tree pumpkin Halloween topiary signs. So I'm just taking some white paint, and I want to cover my entire snowman form with white paint, and I did do 2 coats of white paint, and then I just picked up one of those felt ornament kits, and I went ahead and added in the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, and then the little snowman arms. Now you guys could definitely use whatever felt or fabric that you have at home. home. I also wanted to let you know I reinforced the arms with some popsicle sticks back behind that felt. And then I'm just painting the little snowman hat black. Again, you guys paint it pink, blue, orange, green, purple, whatever color you want your snow person to be. So now I'm just taking and I'm adding in some Mod Podge to the front of my little snowman, and I'm adding some Epsom salt on the top of that. I really wanted to make him or her glitter up and sparkle and shine. I think this is definitely going to be a snow lady because I did go pretty over the top with the bow. So I'm taking some of those little Dollar Tree snowflake ornaments, and I'm using that for the button just to kind of doll it up just a bit. And then I wanted to go ahead and add a little scarf. I'm using some of that buffalo check plaid fabric. I thought this was absolutely adorable. I just tied it around her neck, and then I did go ahead and scissor it in the center, and then I kind of decided that wasn't the way I wanted to go, but I ended up making some little yarn bobs for the end, so it ended up being perfect. Now I'm just adding a cute little bow to the top of her hat. Again, you guys get creative. Use whatever you have and whatever colors you're going to be doing for this season. I added in some of those sweet little Dollar Tree green berries to the top of her hat to give it kind of a bit of a dolled up look. And then I'm just making some little yarn puffs. You just take yarn. I found this yarn at the thrift store. You wind it around your finger, and then all you have to do is take it off of your finger after you wind it around many times here. And then I do also use yarn. I'll just tie it in the center, and then to make the little puffy ball, you're just going to cut that yarn. And so I added little puffy yarn balls to the end of the little scarf, and then also to her hat, just to give her some added detail. And then I added some green berries to the center of her little snowflake button ornaments. But look at how adorable she came out. It's a beautiful sign. You guys could use this next to your Christmas tree and any lovely holiday decor. And what I love about this is the colors are a bit muted and neutral, so it will transition into after Christmas as well. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to make a super adorable little gnome. Now I repurposed the base of this gnome. It was a Dollar Tree little candle holder, and then I'm taking one of those pieces of styrofoam that you can find at Dollar Tree in this kind of cone shape, and then I'm just using one of those Dollar Tree baby blankets, and I'm going to wrap it around the base of my little cone. I also did poke a hole in the top of my styrofoam cone, and that's where I'm going to push the excess fabric into. So you're just going to hot glue around the base of your cone, and then you're just going to go ahead and fold the fabric under to make a nice little clean edge. So this is really fun and really easy, and you can always fix any mistakes with just a dab of ribbon if you need to. So I'm going to go ahead and take and hot glue the little edges here and make sure it's nice and pretty, and then I'm going to go ahead and take it and up at the top. Again, like I said, I poked a little hole in the top, and that made it just the perfect spot to go ahead and push that extra fabric through. Check this out. I just love it when DIYs work out well. Comment and let me know if you guys are with me on that. Sometimes it can get a little wacky. So now I'm just using some Mod Podge, and I'm covering the base of that candle holder. This was just a fall candle holder that I had left over. I didn't end up using it, so I just painted it white with several coats of white paint, and now I really want to dull it up, so I'm going to add some Mod Podge, and then I'm going to add Epsom salt over that because I want the little gnome to kind of appear to be like a little snowy gnome. I went to a boutique over the weekend and found the most beautiful gnomes, and so I'm actually creating this for my daughter for her bedroom. So I'm just adding some hot glue to the top of my little votive candle holder, and then I'm adding my little cone to the top of that, and then I did add some of those little Dollar Tree white pom-poms for the top of the little gnome's hat, and then I had to add the little gnome nose right here with another little pom-pom. Now to make the gnome's beard, I just cut a piece of cardboard and I'm wrapping this little thrift store yarn around it. This is just some white yarn I found at the thrift store. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off now that I wrapped it around many times, and then I'm going to cut one side, and that's going to be the little gnome's beard. And then I'm going to take another piece of yarn and tie that off. And these are so fun to make. You guys could totally make these with your kiddos or your grandkids, or just for your home if you guys are into the little gnome look. I think it came out so adorable, and they are definitely hot this season. I've seen gnomes everywhere at TJ Maxx and the boutique stores, and they're definitely a bit pricey, so definitely making your own is well worth it. So I just added some little gnome arms with the little puffy balls, and here it is. I think it's so absolutely cute and adorable, and again, you guys could customize this to whatever colors you love and whatever colors you're using for this season. I think it looks so adorable with my little snow lady. And then for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take an extra happy fall sign that I had left over, and I just went ahead and painted this entire fall sign white. I did accidentally lose the original painting footage of this, but just go ahead and paint it all white all the way around the entire sign, and then leave your little red truck unpainted. Or you guys could paint it pink or orange or green or purple, whatever you love. And then I'm adding some Mod Podge, and then again another little layer of Epsom salt. That's going to give it kind of that really pretty snowy look. I created a double layered Olivia Bow, and then I am adding that to the top of this sign. I wanted it to cover over those Hello Fall letters, and I want to use this actually as kind of like a large oversized ornament on my tree. I found this huge Christmas tree this weekend at the thrift store, and so I'm going to need some really large ornaments for it. It was only $10. It was a steal of a deal. Now none of the lights worked, but anyway, back to the DIY. So I did add some ornaments into the center of this just to kind of give it a little bit of a glam sparkling look. I'm really going for a glam chic with a bit of a rustic farmhouse thrown in there. And here it is on my flocked tree. I think it's absolutely fabulous and oh so adorable, and a great way to repurpose and reuse some of your fall decor. Maybe you bought a couple of extra signs, or maybe you have some little red truck decor that could use some dolling up. So here it is, oh so fabulous and ready for a sparkling Christmas. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm just taking a toilet paper roll, and then I'm using some of that extra Dollar Tree baby blanket, and I want to create a cute little kind of sparkling candy cane present. So I just wrapped the fabric around the toilet paper roll, and these are super fun to make. They make great ornaments. You can even make them into poppers if you wanted, and I'm just tying off the end on each side with some of that extra yarn that I had, and then I did go ahead and make some yarn poofy balls or some little yarn pom-poms. That's what they should be called. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make those pom-poms by wrapping it around my hand a gazillion times, and then I'm going to pull it off, cut that at the end, and then tie the center. This is how I make my pom-poms. Comment and let me know if you guys have a different way, or I would love to hear how you guys make them. And then I just trim off each side, and voila, there we have it. We have a fabulous and gorgeous little pom-pom, and it's going to go perfectly on the end of this fake present. Now again, I really want to find a way to make lots of homemade ornaments for this season to decorate my tree. So I thought this was really fun and a great way to repurpose and reuse fabrics and toilet paper rolls. So now I'm just making a cute little bow with this candy cane ribbon that I found at Dollar Tree. I love this. I think it's so beautiful, and it adds just that perfect subtle pop of color that I'm going to be going for. And so I did add one to each side, and then I added some of those little tiny Dollar Tree pom-poms to the center. And here it is in my little frosted tree. I think it came out so beautiful. I even thought I could add something to the center of this, but I wasn't for sure. Comment and let me know if you guys have any ideas about what would be cute in the center of that package. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm taking some of those little wired garland pieces, again, that you guys know I'm totally crushing on right now. And I just added 3 to the center of this, and then I'm going to twist tie it in the center with one of those little twist ties. And then I'm taking some of those little Dollar Tree straws. I like these little candy cane colors, but they do come in all different kinds. You can see them at party supply stores, at Dollar Tree, at the Target Dollar Spot. So I just twist tied that onto here, and then I'm going to take one of those peace. They have peace, joy, and can't remember the other saying, but they have those little letters and words again at Dollar Tree. I love this piece. I just think that's so simple and so sweet. And then I added this beautiful little ribbon to the bottom, again to kind of give it that pop of color with a little bit of candy cane theme. This would be fun if you guys are doing a candy cane themed tree, or you just want add some pops of red. And then I'm adding in some more little straws to the top. So I think total I used 2 to 3 straws maybe. Again, just just to add some more dimension to the top of this ornament, and voila, here we go. We have a beautiful little peace ornament. You could also repurpose and reuse some of your signs from fall. I know I have some I didn't use. I believe Harvest and Thankful and Welcome. Those would make really fun ornaments, I think, and you could pass that off for Christmas. And here it is on the Christmas tree. I think it's looking oh so fabulous. So here are our beautiful sparkling ornaments. I hope you guys love this, and as always, please, please, please comment and let me know which one is your favorite and which one are you going to recreate. I always love to hear what catches your eye and what you guys think that you could be up for doing. So anyway, thank you guys again, and I just love you so, so, so much. And I think it turned out fabulous. Here it is with my new setup with this mantelpiece. I cannot wait to share with you guys more on that. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take one of those Dollar Tree silver sparkling reindeer signs, and then I'm going to take one of those Dollar Tree buffalo check plaid men's scarves, and I'm just going to hot glue all the way around the entire scarf. And I just hot glued the entire scarf to the deer, and then you're going to cut the scarf out. So here's one side, here's how it should look. Now I did go ahead and add the scarf to both sides. That way, in case I put it in front of a mirror, I will have a nice finished side on both sides. And then I'm just taking some of that Dollar Tree nautical rope, and I'm hot gluing the nautical rope all the way around the entire deer to kind of trim it out, because there was a bit of a rough edge. Now you all could use lace or pearls or whatever suits your fancy and however you're decorating. And here is how it should look on both sides. And then I did want to go ahead and take some of that Waverly chalk paint, and I'm just going to chalk paint the top head part of the deer just to kind of dazzle it up a bit. Now you could have left it silver. This step is definitely optional, but I am going for kind of that shabby chic rustic glam look for this. So I did add some more nautical rope around the little neck of the deer, and then I'm adding just some little pieces of evergreen, and then you guys can see I added a giant jewel to the neck of my beautiful deer, and then I even tipped the edges with a bit of white paint on that greenery, and here she is all fabulous and sparkling and ready to go. I do want to make another one, so in case I put them on either side of my mantle or Christmas tree, they would be absolutely perfect, and they would also make a really nice large ornament if you're decorating a huge oversized Christmas tree. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we are going to make a beautiful poinsettia flower using Dollar Tree wired ribbon. So I'm taking and I'm cutting 7-inch strips, and you want to go ahead and cut 5 of those strips. And then you're going to take the edges and you're going to fold them into a triangle and scissor cut them in an upward direction. Be careful if you're doing this with your kiddos. Make sure you have somebody help them with the scissors. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of the ends of my poinsettia, and then I'm going to fold my poinsettia in half, and you kind of fold it like a little paper airplane. So you fold it in half, and then you're going to fold each little edge back, and it's going to make this pretty little kind of point. And then I just took a pipe cleaner, and to hold it together, I just pipe cleanered it. And then again, I did more of these. So I just fold them in half, and then you fold them back on each side one time. And I just use the pipe cleaner to hold them together. I know some people are able to make them and hold them with their hand and also do the folds, but not me. That would have made my hands really tired. So I just went ahead and kept them together. You could also probably use like a little clothespin to hold them together as well. So just continue to work your little poinsettia ribbon pieces. So again, you're just going to fold them in half and then fold each little edge back. So fold it in half and then fold that little edge back and pinch it in the center, and do that same process with all 5 of your ribbons until you get all 5 of them done. And then once you have all 5 of them done, you can go ahead and pinch them all in the center and tie them off with a little piece of pipe cleaner or wire or string or whatever little bits and bobs you have on hand. You're going to trim that off, and then I had some extra nautical rope, so I just tied the nautical rope around the center of my poinsettia to kind of go with this little rustic glam chic look that I'm going for. decor, and I hot glued that to the back. And then you're just going to take your little baubles. I chose some little Dollar Tree pearls, and I hot glued a pearl to either side of my nautical rope, and voila, there you have it. And you can put it with a little pin on the back or a clip or however you're going to use it. I think these would be super gorgeous to add to a gift, to make for ornaments, and they're so inexpensive. And it's
so thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. It is a true blessing and honor to have you all here. If you all are new, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivia'sRomance.com, and I love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget. I truly believe that y'all don't have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. Now listen, don't forget to enter my $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway. All you guys have to do is subscribe. It's totally free, and click the bell. Punch all will update you every single time I post a new video. Also pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page. Follow me over there. We're having so much fun crafting and decorating on a budget for pretty much every season. So anyway, I love y'all. Don't forget also to be kind online and keep going no matter where you're at in your life's journey. I know that everybody's been through something, including myself, so I just want to encourage you guys to keep putting one foot in front of the other. I love y'all so, so much. I'm wishing you a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed weekend. I'm hugging all of your hearts so tight. And until our next video, remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. Talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.